welcome back. This is your second lesson for beginner technique, and this is going to be your footwork video. So we're going to work on the same footwork as last lesson, but differently, so that we're working a little bit on tempo and speed, okay? So I want to be able to have you build each week without adding too many steps, because I know that can get overwhelming. So using the same steps with a different emphasis. So let's get started. We're going to start with the golpe and double golpe. I want to push our speed a little bit this week on this. If you feel like when because you're on your own, right, so you can really hear your feet, which is a good thing. And I want you to kind of be in charge of knowing your limit. So as soon as we speed up, as soon as you feel like you're not articulating, the sound might start to get different, or you might not be consistent in maintaining the rhythm that we're trying to create. Stop yourself there. You can rewind in this video, go back to the slowest point, the beginning, and see if you can go a little further, and every time pushing your limit, your speed a little bit more. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to start, make sure you can see my feet. We're going to start with our golpe, and we're doing 4 singles, 4 doubles. Remember your posture. You have all this explained in the first lesson, so if you don't remember, go back to that and refresh, okay? So weight forward, relaxed in our legs, coming from behind, and lifting up in our body, okay? Lifting up in the torso. So let's start nice and slow with this exercise. We're going to be doing right first, golpe, 2, 3, 4 double, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, single, 2, 3, 4, and double, 2, 3, 4, single, 2, 3, 4, and double, 2, 3, 4, single, 2, 3. Keep going, and remember the second golpe takes the weight on these doubles. So the first golpe is a bounce to come down to the second one. Bounce, land, bounce, land, bounce, land, bounce, land, single. And speeding up. Remember that this video is great and that you can rewind. So use that. This is a great tool for that, where you can rewind and start again from the beginning and keep practicing this over and over. We need to build, in footwork especially, we need to build our stamina, which is both the stamina to stay in the correct position, but it's also building the muscle that we need. And remember that we're using our muscles here. We're using our upper hamstrings, lower glutes, to hold us up and forward. In that double golpe, remember that the first is a bounce. I don't know if you could hear me clearly when I was back facing away from you. So make sure it's a double that hits, the weight goes in the second one. Bounce and then land. Ra, ba, and not ba, ba. Okay? We're just, and that's where the weight goes for this leg to be free, and vice versa. Okay? Great. Okay, let's do the next one. So we have our planta tacón. I'm going to face this way so you can see me. remember that we're lifting a bit here before that cone goes down, and then the forward heel, which again, remember we talked about how this heel, whether it's there or there, doesn't take weight. So I'm not putting my weight on it. I'm keeping my weight here, even though I'm using that heel, and the weight goes only when I put the planta down. And that shift in weight actually is what creates a strong planta sound. So if I don't do that, it takes a lot more effort for me to get a sound in that slapping planta than if I switch my weight, right? Because I can use the body weight, sorry, that was terrible, to get the sound that I want. There we go. As opposed to trying to do it from here, which doesn't really give me a good sound. We're going to do 2 different speeds for this time. So let me show you how that looks. We're going to do planta, heel, nice and slow, 3, 4, and then we do 1, 2, 3, 4, and again slow, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do it together. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Oh, I messed up. Sorry, let's do it again. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, E, 1, 2, 3, 4. Planta, heel, heel, planta, heel, planta, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. E, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. E, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Very good. Okay, the next 2. So now we've been working in the 4 count, and now we're working in 3. So the rhythm just, instead of being 1, 2, 3, 4, is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We can use this footwork in a 4 count, but we often add something to make it into a 4. Whereas if we're working in a 12 count, we can use it as is without adding anything because it's already in 3, which fits nicely into a 12, right? So let's start with the first one. We'll go over the footwork first. We have planta, heel, heel, planta, heel, heel. So let's start together. And planta, heel, heel, planta, heel, heel, planta, heel, heel, planta, heel, heel. Again. Last 2. Last 1. And now what I want to do is create 2 tempos here. So the first, I'm going to base you, just listen to the rhythm. We're going to do it nice and slow in the beginning. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, which is just doubling it. So we're doing 2 slow and 4 fast. That's all it is. Okay, let's do it together. Starting right. 1, 2, 3. as you work with speed, everything, we've talked about this before, everything gets smaller and closer to the floor. So remember that while when we're slow, we might be able to lift more, we can't as we go faster. And so allow that to happen. If you're here, that gets smaller to make. So I'm not lifting my foot as much. Okay. All right, last one. So we're going to do the last of the 3 counts, or the rhythm in 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is the same exact rhythm, but we're using our golpe. Okay, so we did this last class. Remember that it's golpe, heel, heel. Come with me and. Important thing here is the simultaneous shifting, or the simultaneous movements that are happening to allow the other foot to be free. In this case, that. So as soon as we hit the golpe, heels up, and then up. So there's 2 moments of simultaneous movement. The first one is here, the second one is here. So here, and then again, here, and then again, here, and again. So what we're going to do for this is the same as the last exercise because they're identical in rhythm. So we will do 2 speeds. I'll show you first. We do 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Okay? Let's do it together. I'll count us in for 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now follow your rhythm. Doing this video, if you can, twice in this week so that you can start, or more, so that you can start to build the muscles that you need, get this posture into your muscle memory, and of course, keep the feet coordinating. The more frequently you do this, the more it will, of course, feel comfortable, and the further you'll get, faster getting into footwork sequences as opposed to drills. Drills are awesome though. They're so good, and they're so necessary for all of us at any level in flamenco, just to keep our muscles and our muscle memory super sharp. I hope you had fun, and thanks for joining me. Have a great night, day, morning, wherever you are. Thanks so much.